Tariq Nasheed talks to this crazy OnlyFans model. Let's get to it.
Yeah. Divine. What's up, Divine?
Hi, how you doing?
Hey,
What I'm
Divine,
doing.
how are you, dear?
I'm lovely. So, okay, the first question. Okay, I got multiple questions because
Go ahead, dear.
yeah, I didn't expect to be that quick. But okay, so the first one was, not even with dating, but just in general, dating outside of just anybody, quote unquote, foreign, anybody that's any ethnicity, race, whatever, that's not a Black American, and how they view Americans, let alone Black Americans. And I just like, I don't even know. Like, I feel like there's definitely a lot of children left behind. So I
Yeah,
don't even have like much of an argument for
yeah.
those
What is her question?
type of things, especially in dating. It's like, okay, well, why do you want to fuck with me type of thing. But I just want to know how you feel about, I guess, I'm not necessarily Bush, but just the whole child left behind era. And how do you think we should, as women, go about those type of things? Because it's just like, I don't even know where to go from there. It's like, why am I here? I feel like a fetish, even though obviously my page,
What? But because I'm looking at your page and you doing a lot of something strange for a piece of
This
change on
is
that page.
surprisingly my burner page, even though I have hella followers in my page, my face on it. Yeah, it's my
Let's
burner.
go.
Yeah. So you're having some issues about dating.
Not necessarily dating. It's just even talking to anybody that's not a Black American, and even having conversations about dating, about schooling. Because I mean, I'm very educated. I'm very, I have a good career outside of what I do, obviously on here. It's
Man,
like,
look.
what are
Okay.
we? It's just
Okay.
like Black Americans are stupid. Y'all are X, Y, and Z. You lazy. You X, Y. You know what I mean? But it's, I guess, circumstantial.
What is she talking about?
Well, no, as far as you are concerned, you gotta if you're going to be in a
Well,
relationship,
I ain't
doing
talking about. That's why I'm like. That's why I didn't want to bring up that specific part. But
no, that's significant because you,
because no, because this is not every. I don't. Obviously, that's not like first date material. I'm not talking about this on the first day. I'm having regular conversations, politics,
man, listen,
all
listen,
type of
listen. You
shit.
got to no. This is because you okay. Y'all can't have one foot in the game and a foot in some square. Okay, we're gonna get some
No, because
now.
you.
Okay,
I'm asking you one thing, and you jump into another, which I
yeah,
get.
no, ma'am, no, because you can't have a foot in the game and then try to have a foot in some square shit. Because you're trying to ask me some square questions. I'm looking at your page, ma'am. You got all types of dick and balls in your mouth, ma'am. So yeah, you're asking the wrong questions, ma'am.
And that's why I'm saying, minus the dating, because obviously, uh, again, I don't tell them even about this. So come
Right.
into come into a
That's the
situation,
problem.
come into a situation unbeknownst to Twitter.
Okay. That's a
You
part.
just
So she calls into Tariq Nasheed's Twitter space from her burner page, and her burner page has her doing all kind of sex work. And even she says, yeah, I don't like to tell people about that. But you got it on your page. But again, this is someone I'm just gonna assume is an OnlyFans sex worker type, but also wants to be in a decent relationship. At the same time, she's telling Tariq, ignore all this dick on my page. What?
Hey yo, what the
That's not how that works.
see me as a Black American that's quote unquote a dumb Black American. And it's in a casual conversation where we could be talking about anything, and it's like, oh, y'all are just fucking stupid. This is why we don't take y'all serious, or X, Y, and Z. So it's like, okay, so you just don't like Black people, Black Americans specifically, but and obviously they don't identify as Black. So beyond dating and stuff, it's just like these are the obviously the exchanges that I'm having. Judging, if you're judging my
Yeah.
page specifically, but beyond that, if I'm just going on a regular 1 and 2 date, I'm just meeting you without you knowing what else I do. Like, you know what I
Okay.
mean? If you just know my
Ma'am,
education background, my career.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
don't talk about your education and there's dick in your mouth on your page.
That's what I'm saying. If you
Exactly.
do not know about my
Don't
Twitter.
matter, ma'am. That's
Oh my
what
God.
matters. That dick matters.
Oh
That's the
Lord.
thing that matters, ma'am.
Well,
You
yeah,
y'all
y'all go ahead and look at it. I ain't even trying to boost the page up, but go ahead, look
listen,
at that, look
listen,
at that.
listen, listen.
Subscribe,
You
all
got
that good
look.
shit.
You gotta get with somebody, a dude who's in the game.
Oh Lord.
If you're gonna have to get with a dude who's in the game. You can't be on this square shit because you're gonna have to lie to a square nigga. And it takes too much work to try to lie to a dude and all of that. And that's deceptive. And when the dude finds out and he's a square, he ain't gonna be down with that bullshit. And you know that. You gotta get you a
Absolutely. And I think you're proving my exact point as a square that we can't even have a casual conversation. This is why I don't bring what I do up, because we can't even have a casual conversation about what I'm asking you, because you talking about what's on my page. Now, my
Because it's you taking dick on your page. And she also brought up her education and her career outside of doing that. Look, you can try to be a sex worker and a stockbroker all the hell you want. You know what, guys of substance, guys with any sense, they're going to see you as a sex worker. Don't try to sell me no shares, bitch. I can see what you are.
do again,
Because
if I was face value, wonderful outfit, blazer on, talking about my career, talking about X, Y, and Z, you're still null and void to what I'm saying, because you're still focused on the present. Even if my titties, my cleave, I didn't even have cleavage out. You would still be focused on my physical and not even the question that I'm asking. So like, what? I was asking a question. You talk about dick and balls. Of course, I got dick and balls on my page.
right, that's
Of
what
course,
I'm
I got
saying.
dick and balls on my page.
That's not every woman on social media.
Ma'am, ma'am, you're going to
This
always
lady's
have
nuts.
relationship issues. You're talking about meeting foreigners and all of that. That's the least of your worries,
Oh
ma'am.
my lord.
If you're in the game, you got to get with a dude in the game. If you
Duh.
want to get out the game, get out the game. You can't mix that shit in because you're going
And
to have to be out
again,
here lying.
and again, I get that. I get that. And you're not understanding even the subject that I'm bringing up. It
I
has
get it.
nothing to
I
do with
understand.
that. Because again,
I,
nobody, not every, you might know me for that. And I have a lot of followers for that. Not everybody knows me for that. I'm not a fucking famous porn star. I just do OnlyFans. Okay?
right.
This is
Y'all, y'all,
different.
y'all,
Exactly. So
y'all
we just
stop.
talking about just,
Y'all act
we're
like
talking about casual
OnlyFans.
conversations. When I said
Man,
dating,
no,
it was just in the sense of
ma'am.
dating, having a
Let me, because she's a chatty patty. Let me
Thank you.
mute you.
Thank you.
Damn it. All right. Close that mouth. Just take the dick out of it and close it for me. I'm trying to lace you
Yes.
with a little game, ma'am.
Go ahead, Tariq.
I'm feeling you. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you, or you don't explain. I'm
I
not
am.
judging you. Sometimes people get in the game. Sometimes people have a foot in the game. That's what it is. If you got a foot in the game, be in the fucking game. Don't have a foot in the game and a foot in some square shit. Get your damn money. Get with you some folks who can lace you with game. Be on some Bonnie and Clyde shit, and y'all get your money up. Don't be out here trying to find little square niggas to lie to them and all of that, because that's deceptive. And when niggas find out, they ain't gonna want to with you anyway. You understand? Catch you some tricks, break your tricks, do what you do.
Break them
Get
hoes.
with you a dude in the game so y'all can get out the game together. That's what I'm saying to you. You're trying to babble your way. That shit don't work over here, sis. I don't want to hear all that babble shit that you be doing with your tricks. Let's keep that thing a buck. I want to see you win. I want to see you get out the game with your head right. You understand? So don't be sitting here trying to, well, I got an education and I don't give a fuck about that.
Exactly, man.
Man, there's so much dick all in your face on this page. Man, your head ain't in the books. Your head is on balls. So yeah, don't sit here bragging about your education. Who you talking to? Let's keep it a buck.
They be trying
And,
to
and,
play
and this is
niggas like
just giving you some
fools,
some
man.
game, just so that you can survive and be right out here.
You're not giving nobody no game, Keith Samuels.
No, Lord.
You're not
Ma'am,
doing that. I thought you
you
was
mean
the Black American, whatever the fuck you got going on with this.
you mean Kevin? You mean Kevin?
Whatever, Keith, the nigga the dead.
Kevin.
You
Right.
She
And
tried to call him KS and calls him Keith instead of Kevin. Wow.
I've been. You must be new. You're new. Y'all knew I've been doing this for a couple of decades before my good brother Kevin Samuels. But shout out to Kevin. Um, but ma'am, I am giving you some game. You just got to listen. You got to accept the game. Okay? You got to accept the game. You can't try to get into little square relationships doing what you do. You understand? Unmute your microphone, dear. Did
Oh,
one of
I'm
your
sorry.
titties fall
I
over
was
my?
no. One of my Twitties. I was
Yeah,
inserting a message.
yeah, yeah. Your
Yeah,
titties all
I
over the
said Twitties.
place.
No, I said Twitties. My Twitties
Right,
that's
right.
on here. So are you going to answer my question, or was that just
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
yeah. Ma'am,
because you're looking at my content? Was that null and void? Was that not a
right.
thing?
No, no,
Am I
no,
not valid to be answered a question because you don't you
I'm
see a
what,
little
dear?
of that pussy? You just like, okay, well, I guess that's all we're gonna talk about now. Thanks for
No,
boosting
we're
my
not even talking about your
followers.
pussy.
Thanks for boosting my OnlyFans followers. But so
Shout out to you.
okay.
Only so you get your money, but I'm just saying.
It's that I'm calling in on my page that's extremely explicit, as everyone can tell who sees the page. But she still wants him to ignore that and try to give her relationship advice when the biggest piece of advice Tariq has already given her. Women want to have it all. I want to be a sex worker, but I don't want you to judge me for it. What? Delusional.
Thank you. Because every
Um,
time I get up here, you like shouting us out, but then you just are on bullshit. And, I
Now,
just,
how am I on
you
bullshit?
know.
Now, what did I say that was bullshit? What
You
did I say?
got dick and balls all in your face, ma'am. Is your titty in the fucking. Are you
Look,
crazy?
ma'am, let's
Are
not, because
you
I
crazy?
don't sit here, don't talk about your education. Hey, come on now, I don't want to hear about your education. What the
Yeah, of
fuck you
course not. If you see this, of course not.
Right, right.
But even
Duh.
still, if I come to meet you at a bar in general for a regular ass date, you're still not trying to hear about my education. You're trying to get a drink, and you're probably still trying to. If I meet you on a dating site or whatever the case is, but my point was not even that. That's all you focused on, and that's
No, there's a difference. That's just men in general. Stop.
all you're focusing on now is my body.
Right,
Thank
because
you, thank ya,
that's going to
Because
be
thank
the
that's
ya,
what's on
thank
difference.
your
ya, thank
page.
ya, thank ya. But
Ma'am,
that's what I'm saying.
you don't try to hide the hoeing. That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
Of course,
Don't
I'm
try
a
to
hide the hoeing just a little bit. Everybody don't need to know
no,
your business right out, right?
no,
And on first meet, like you don't tell all your business in general, whether I'm showing
right,
my
you
business,
don't.
whether I'm
But
showing
I'm
my business
saying,
or not. You're not going to tell everybody that on the first date. So the fact that the people that I'm talking to are even they feel comfortable enough to tell me Black Americans are fucking retarded. It's like okay, well,
now who told you that? Who told you that?
I had dates with German Black people. I'm not gonna call them Black Americans, obviously they're not, but like German Black people, people in the military that have lived overseas, people from Europe and just the UK in general. Like it's the same thing. And if you can watch TikTok, you can go on TikTok right now and just search Black Americans, Europe, and it's the same thing. And now it's a back and forth between us both, where it's like Black Americans versus Africans, Black Americans versus Haitians. I live in Miami, so I see how it is just as a Black American. Like I said, even in my career, which is why I started my OnlyFans in the first place. You know what I mean? Just little things I see, and they see Black Americans as stupid and all this shit. So it don't matter how well spoken I am, how many shots I've taken, and I'm still sitting here at 2, almost 3 in the morning on the East Coast, talking to you and having a civil conversation with you, not but hurt off of what you're saying, because I get it,
And I'm not
from
saying
face
anything.
value, baby, I get it.
Right,
But
right,
at the
right, right.
same time, I can be this well spoken and talking to you and whatever, and still faded out of my mind, and it's still regardless of what you're saying. If you just like I said, if I'm just meeting you like this, I'm at a bar and we all up, and I just want to bring up just a relevant topic of culture or film and TV, and it's Black Americans see this in a different view, so they're stupid. It's not that I'm stupid; I just see this in a different light. And to bring my pointer all the way around, I seen somebody a white woman talking about what's the first Jordan Peele Get Out with Daniel. I can't say his last name, but Daniel. And well, I don't want to butcher it, but she was just saying how she sees things in a certain view, and she just was seeing it as a horror movie and not as the Black American experience, and how the horror hits a little different when you look at it in a different view. And she looked at it 2 and 3 times to actually understand it. So it's like, what the fuck can I even do to sway your? That's why I started this. It don't matter what it doesn't matter how you perceive me in person or as a person. You still gonna see me as a sexual object, as stupid, as whatever the fuck you want to perceive me as. I don't take that, I laugh at it because I know who the fuck I am. But what the fuck? So what the fuck? What do I gotta do? Because clearly I don't know. And like
There
I
you go.
said, it's about outside of
You don't
dating.
know.
Just let's take it outside of that mother context, please. And I am a chatty patty, so
Yes, indeed. You're
feel
really
free to
running.
put me on mute. I definitely am, baby. Journalism major. Go ahead.
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, thank you. Let me get some more calls. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Get her up out of here.
Boy, she's a chatty patty. Ma'am, way too much babbling.
Thank you.
A lot of babbling there, trying to host-plain. All right? There's a lot of host-plaining. All right.
Whole math.
See, that's why get you some folks, ma'am, so you ain't got to be out here host-plaining. Get you some damn folks so y'all can get some paper so you can get up out the game. Because you look like you're getting in your 30s. You're supposed to be you got to get up out the game. It's time to get out the game or get with some people, somebody who can lace you. You understand? and get on up out the game, or plan to get on out the game, or get all the money you can in the game. But yeah, you're trying to have a foot in some square shit, and you going on dates and all that. Man, you better be out here breaking tricks. Stop bullshitting with your hoeing.
Exactly.
Get out the game or be in it. If you're gonna be in it to win it. Shit.
And what makes me laugh about that is a couple things. She kept insinuating that if I was in a regular dress on a regular day, a dude would still try to smash. Yeah, that's because that's men and that's what men do. But you can't have your cake and eat it too, ladies. You can't try to be IG thought, sex worker, OnlyFans, and also think you're gonna have a casual, normal relationship. And it's funny that the moment that it became obvious that she was a sex worker, she didn't want to talk about that. Other thing is that women know that being a sex worker, even at the end of the day, they can make a ton of money if it's actually true. They know there's negative stigmatism that comes along with being a sex worker. You know why? Because she said Tariq, when Tariq was like, don't hide the horn, she's like, of course I'm gonna try to hide the horn. Of course I'm gonna try to hide it. Now, if you're proud of it, you will own it. Confused, OnlyFans, bimbo babble. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do Better Squad. Fall out.